on Hulu, I caught last year's Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Now, I'd seen the original Mission Impossible in theaters, saw the third one in theaters, saw Ghost Protocol in theaters, didn't see this one until yesterday, and you're getting my review, like it or not. Now, before I really get into the meat of this movie, I have to complain. See, I tried watching this on my TV, and I haven't seen a movie look that shite on TV since Alien vs. Predator Requiem. What I'm saying is, in night scenes particularly, people would be lit orange. Tom Cruise is orange in this movie. But out in the shadows, everything is just pitch black. There's like no detail in the darkness. Somebody's got black hair, it's black. They're in a shadow, it's black. It's night, it's black. You just see orange people against blackness. It's jarring. It doesn't fit with the series. It's remarkable that Ghost Protocol, as beautiful of a movie as it was, shot a lot of it in IMAX. You got this one phoning it in with digital cameras and either a DP or a colorist who entirely dropped the ball, and perhaps neither of them should ever work again. Now, the movie stars Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt, referred to henceforth as Tom Cruise. Beginning of the movie, steals some missiles from a plane. It didn't even look that great. Even in the daylight, this movie looks like shit. I had to watch it on my phone with the brightness tweaked to try to make out what was happening in the darkness. It's so damn grainy too. So, steals this stuff, but what do you know? Politicians and CIA chief are like against Mission Impossible Force. So they're trying to shut him down. And he basically gets shut down at the same time he discovers the syndicate, led by this guy Lane, who offs the smoking hot secretary. And so Tom Cruise needs to catch this guy. He's a wanted man. He's been searching for him for 6 months, and everywhere this guy shows up, somebody big time dies. Now, I'm not saying like, founder of a fast food chain. I'm saying like prime ministers. So this guy's trying to spark his own revolutions. And Tom Cruise gets with his buddy Benji, Simon Pegg. And this is a Simon Pegg Tom Cruise movie. Simon Pegg has a big part. He's his main go-to guy here. He's his Luther. Luther and Rant. Luther's been in every one of them. Rant returns from Ghost Protocol. Jeremy Renner, that is. Ving Rhames. And they have nothing to do. They're just kind of in the background looking for Tom Cruise before the CIA finds him. And it's not like the CIA were really closing in on him. Meanwhile, you have Kick-Ass Chick. Yeah, because everything needs one of those. Character's name's Elsa. Forgot the name of the actress. She's on that, isn't she like Polish? I think. She's on a show. I think that got canceled after 1 year. But because she got naked, she has to get more roles in movies, right? Because that's the way that works. So, she's getting her part in here. And she can do everything perfect. She's Tom Cruise's equal in every way. And they're trying to foil assassination with this guy Lane. Had this like briefcase blow up. Anyways, to cover in case as he's testing her, she can't do the assassination. Rendering a whole bunch of it redundant. So, why does he even need this chick? Like, this movie has some serious plot issues. And it masquerades as being smart when everything is, I knew you were going to do that, so I did this. And that's their answer to everything. And that's the way it goes down between Lane and Tom Cruise. Oh, I knew you were going to do this, so I did this. Well, evidently somebody, and this stuff should have happened, I don't know, on camera maybe. A guy stole some ledger, the MacGuffin of the movie from lane so he can't get his finances. I don't understand all this shit, but it's there to set up your big set piece. Tom Cruise has to team up with Ilsa, who is working deep cover with the MI5, whichever, and or is it MI6? So he's teaming up with her. He has to go dive and switch out this computer chip so that his boy Simon Pegg, Benji, can go steal the ledger that's on a thumb drive that they need to duplicate, but it can only be opened by the Prime Minister of England, because it turns out the syndicate guy was set up by England and he broke off on his own. So that looks bad for England, and England wants Tom Cruise dead, or at least the director of their ministry. And so she's given a choice. She has to try to kill Tom Cruise, but she doesn't want to. Tom Cruise memorizes the ledger. Alec Baldwin is asshole trying to shut down Mission Impossible this time. That is the name of his role in the credits. And, you know, he turns face a little bit, reluctantly so. Rant badgers him throughout the movie, and then eventually stuff's divulged to him. And so he has to lie at the end saying, oh, I was only setting up Mission Impossible Force failure as this big charade so we could get to the syndicate. We knew this the whole time. But now it looks like he's the leader of Mission Impossible Force. Hands-off style. M, that is. And the bad guy gets caught by, I knew you were going to do this, so I set up a glass box to capture you. Because that's the way the plot works in this movie. Ilsa gets away, says Tom Cruise knows how to find her. Found her earlier based on some lipstick. I don't know if she gave him any more details on that. But, yeah, there's your movie. Pretty disappointing. I think this was the worst Mission Impossible since Mission Impossible 2, which was the one that tried too hard in bringing the action. You know, the original by De Palma was so slick and smart, and people considered it an action movie. It had action, but then with 2, it's like, you know, how extreme can we make stuff? And in many ways, it's even disappointing compared to Ghost Protocol, which had way cooler set pieces, even though every car magically turned into a BMW. Yeah, you do have some promotion here. Halo 5. I think there are a few BMWs seen here and there. But, yeah, fairly disappointing. I'm glad I watched it for free. I give Mission Impossible Rogue Nation 2 out of 4 stars.